It's Charlie with PrepperTexas.com. We're just going to show you a few ways on how to start a fire. We're going to start out with the easiest, work our way up to what I consider the more difficult. We're going to go over some of the different type of strikers out there. This one's made by a company called Red Rock. They're out of Waco, Texas. Throws a pretty good flame, pretty good spark, get you going, not too much problems. I'm going to go ahead and put that out. We're going to move on to the next one. This is a mag bar with the sparking insert on it that's made by Dome Manufacturing. It throws a really nice spark. You know, it's a steel wool with a cotton ball inside it. You can sit there and scrape all the magnesium into a pile. Every time I've attempted to do that, I end up bumping it and lose all my magnesium. That's why I kind of like this. It's less weight to carry, and I get a larger striker rod. I'm going to put that out. Then, say you've only got use of one hand. This is basically the same thing with the steel built into it. So what you do is you give it a squeeze and you strike it straight down. The only problem is you have to have a hard surface to do it with, and you're working with one hand. Get you a stick or split log. Remember, I'm working with one hand here.
So that's for if you're, like, in case you are in the woods and you tripped and fell and you've lost the use of one arm. It may take a little longer, but you'll still, in a matter of a few minutes, have a fire going.
Well, you see, you know, just a little bit. It's kind of awkward working with one hand, doing anything, but I could start a pretty good sized fire with that. Now these are all just variations of strikers. Everybody from Harbor Freight to Walmart will sell these. The Dome Manufacturing is the one the U.S. government uses. That's why I like them so much. They throw just an excellent spark. Now, here recently I've been testing out another Mora knife. This is the Light My Fire, a Swedish company, puts out some really good strikers.
What's that knife look like a little bit closer up front here? So it's a Mora knife.
It's
right
the
there.
Mora Fire Knife.
Mora Fire Knife. Okay, that way the folks can get a good look at that way.
And I always tell everybody, if I can start a fire and cut something, I'm pretty much okay. Well, they have a sharp edge on the back. Just the edge is sharp for using with your striker. So you get your striker going. Start with your small stuff. We've got all the little wood prepared over here to the side.
You always want to have your wood prepared before you start a fire, from the smallest to the biggest. So you're not running around looking for one thing, you come back and your fire's out.
So you slowly start adding stuff to your fire. Once again, I love the fat wood because it just holds a flame so well. Once you just kind of baby it. It's pretty windy today, but we've had no issues starting any fires.
And we're in a pretty open spot too. If you were in a spot where you could find yourself a little cove, even on a windy day, that would help you start a fire easier.
but just a matter of minutes.
And even a one-handed method took no time at all.
And the cool part about them, if this gets wet, alright, no big deal. You're going to get, the companies always say you get around 3,000 strikes out of it. Light My Fire, the fire knife, they say you can get 1,000 plus out of the striker, and they sell replacement strikers. Plus you have an excellent, super sharp knife.
Now is that a Swiss-made? That's a Swiss-made knife,
It's
right?
It's made in Sweden.
So they're known for their good steel.
I mean, it's great.
What would someone expect to pay for a knife like that if they came in?
These retail for around $35 with the sheath. When you're looking at the Mora Companion, it's a little bit bigger, and you can get it in carbon steel or stainless steel. And what I've done here is I've went in, just took a file and filed that edge, because it's so smooth on the edge I couldn't get a good strike out of it. But with the rough spot on it, you get a good knife for throwing flames.
So there's just a lot of good options for
It's just
how to spark a fire.
the metal matches, or the ferrous rods. It could be, I've seen them as fancy as, you know, deer antlers. That cost you $20–30 for a 3/8 rod. These retail for about $7. Your Dome Manufacturing magnesium block, you're looking at around $10. The Red Rock brand, which is a pretty good brand, I like the spark you get off of it, retail for $6 to $7. And like I said, then you have your Light My Fire fire knife. This is not the only configuration you'll find strikers in. This is some of the smallest strikers you can find. It fits on a keychain. You could use it on a zipper pull.
Let's see what that looks like a little closer up. Right here. Yeah, so it's just something you got in a keychain, little fire starter keychain there, you can wear around your neck, and that's what that looks like up close. For those, you can get a good look at it for the video here.
The cool part, everybody's like, P38. I love a P38. And one reason I like the P38s is, believe it or not, you can strike a steel with it. It's a screwdriver, a can opener, and now you can start fires with it. We're going to go ahead and let this burn out and move on to the next one. Thanks for watching.